memories that weren't mine. An old Reach King called me his daughter. Ice in the dark. A steady marching drum. I stood beside a strong man with haunting eyes. His stare chilled my soul. He placed a briar crown on my head and said I'd lead his armies. What do you think it means? I remember that's what I believed. It felt so true, but I would never betray my family or the Hold. Carthwatch. Oh gods, it is all gone. Is anyone else still alive? We must join them then. I am so relieved to hear it's not all lost. Please, I want no more of this place.
Meet us at Fenrar's camp. It's the safest place for now.
Breath, it's good to see you all. We've made it.
We'll find someone.
I was honored to fight by your side.
Together, we'll survive.
I've never thought of myself.
Here is the one who saved me.
We are in your debt, Wanderer.
I was honored to fight by Shaw's bones. Reachmen are stubborn, so they may come after her again. Fenrar and I will see these people to safety. The Hold is gone, but we can protect our family.
Now I've got the boots.
Thanks again. Take this. I know you can't stick around. No idea. The Karth region.
Now I just need the belt and the gloves.
But I do not trust them.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need 2 more pieces and then I have a full set of the Eternal Vigor set. Woo! Wow, 12:40 I started my, or 10:40 I started my stream. Wow. Yay, Soul Gem!
reliquary is nearly filled. And join your comrades in this world. The exchange. Exchange nears completion. Enjoy your freedom from oblivion. They enter the cold.
Oh, I'm actually.
Harvest. It has begun.
Ooh, okay, I only died once for this. That's not bad. But we're running real low on people. Way shrine. Well, sorry guys. I died. I'm not going back. I don't know what to tell you.
Wolf attacks? Ghosts? Reachman raids? I'm getting out of this town.
Do it. Get the hell out of this town if you don't want to be here anymore. Get out. Get the hell out. Okay, I need to see how much of a delay we're on. "18-second delay. Not.
This way.
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes.
Glad to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the herald they've been bringing into the city. They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition. Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace.
Good.
One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end. Damn it, I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svanna in Carthwatch.
Talk to Svanna.
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhild.
Our poor king must be devastated.
Yeah, he really is.
What?
Yeah, he is very devastated. Found this chamber.
The Svanna I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it.
I am neither Jarl nor Thane, but Svanna asked me to come to Solitude to help petition the High King. He may not listen to me, but I'll do what I can to aid the princess.
Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fridelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds. No, but we saved Morthal. Stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Carthwatch. And we brought the hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
Oh my gosh.
We return to find my father is finally doing something about the Coven threat. But it's not enough. Extra patrols and rounding up the Herald is all well and good. But what we really need is a defense against the Harrow storms. Unfortunately, we've only recovered a few of the medallions. And Magister Fridelia hasn't determined what enchantment the medallions use to provide their protection. We need another solution. Right. Lyris mentioned that. Coincidentally, a courier delivered a message for you from Dusktown. I never heard of the place, but she said it was sent by someone named Fenorian. Is that your scholar? Read the message and let's see if he'll help us. Take the message from the table, then see if you can convince Fenorian to join us. Maybe with his help, we can devise a defense against the storms. I'll stay. You forget that I
Yes.
have help now. My father might be able to ignore me, but he'll have a harder time dismissing a Jarl and the court mage. It's funny. I would have thought he'd be happy to see me finally take an interest in politics. I don't care about his approval, but I'd like to earn his respect. With Mother gone, we're both going to have to work harder to keep our kingdom running. It will be easier if we find a way to get along.
Yeah. That's how it works. We've gathered evidence that the Icereach wishes are behind these hailstorms. I'm heading to Solitude to inform Queen. She seems reasonable, and she can keep me from starting a war with High King Svargrim. If High refuses to see me. Talk together. Yes. Oh. Further work with Old Moral led to a discovery that promises to unravel the entire mystery that has confounded us so far. To that end, I returned to the mining settlement called Dusktown. You have additional need of my services. I have secured lodging in a building on the south side of town. All right again if this lead bears fruit. Fen. Well, looks like we're going back to, looks like we're going back underground. I need to update this. Okay. There we go.
What is it?
What, did someone steal your sweet roll? Blackreach. The Greymore Caverns. Oh, glory. Ah! Nice work, Fen, on getting a house.
Those new arrivals, they didn't stop in Dusktown. Went straight for those dwarven ruins.
I thought we were trying to keep this place a secret, and they sure didn't look like miners to me.
They weren't. They were vampires. They were vampires.
Hey, partner. Glad I found you. Now let's get Fen and return to the Blue Palace.
He's probably gonna be dead.
Fen, you in here? Let's look around. Fen never struck me as a messy person. Could there have been a struggle here?
Obviously set aflame, only snippets of writing remain. It's not easy to come by even in Blackreach.
Burnt papers. Someone was trying to hide something. Burnt journal pages, Fen's flask, and a strange old key. All found among clear signs of a struggle. But other than what's in the flask, we didn't see any blood. That means Fen was probably taken alive. The key looks dwarven to me, and the notes mention a dwarven tower. They could be connected. The notes also indicate that Fen was going to meet with someone named Edyar east of the Dusktown Bridge. You start there and I'll check with the locals. I
Okay.
have no idea who Edyar is, or who took Fen for that matter. It could be this Ashen Lord we heard mentioned, or maybe the Icereach Coven. The question is, why take Fen at all? Why not just kill him? Does he have information they need? More than likely.
I thought it was a cat purring. Everything feels wrong. For glory. Well.
Sod off. This is my patch of ground. You don't listen too well, do you? All right. Talk fast and tell me why I shouldn't rip out your throat. The silk shirt kept notes? Of course he did. And where is Fenorian? He's late, and he still hasn't compensated me for the information I gave him. Missing? Probably taken by the same bastard that has my packmates. Ex-Sergeant Gallus.
Oh, is he a werewolf?
Experiment performed. If you can get that key, I'll tell you more. Hircine's fetid breath, that's it! Look, I managed to escape, but my packmates are still chained up in the Lighthouse Hollow. Use that key to set them free. Then, after you find Fenorian. Lighthouse Hollow lies to the east. Ursine Scrolls. Who is that tall woman?
Stand down. I'm a friend.
My packmates are in a work camp on the Lightless Hollow's west side. That's the big cap. What else would you call them? My family? We're bound by a curse that makes us closer than any blood relatives. We're werewolves. Singalis' helper made a mistake. My packmates are in. Fenorian really. He's probably in. Digging.
None of the locals really wanted to talk. One or two admitted to seeing. Why is everything so complicated in this part of Skyrim? Alright, so tell me, what did Fen agree to do for our half-naked friend? Packmates?
Let's go, Lyris. What else would you call them? A dwarven centurion. I got stuck on a rock, that's why I couldn't move. It's wonderful. The Lightless Hollow. Okay. What, so Lyris isn't going to come and help me then? Alright. I'll just do this on my own.
Oh, Edgar, where are you?
Deep Overlook Way Shrine.
That scent. Why do you smell like Edyar? Edyar sent you. Then he made it. He's alive. That's wonderful news. Exarch Singalis experimented on me. I blacked out, but they thought I was dead. They tossed me out of the tower. Barely managed to crawl to this spot. Still at the camp, to the north. Hamild, Myrtilda, and Thevin. Save them before Singalis finishes them off. Just come back, all right? I don't think I can make it on my own.
So I'm doing the dual wield for DPS. And then I'm doing the sword and shield for the sword and shield for healing. Fighters Guild. Grey Host's Dark Blade.
Damn vampires, working us like dogs. Finally. Thank you, stranger. man, you blood-sucking bastard! Hircine's claws. I thought I'd be digging forever. Thanks.
Ooh. Um. Ooh.
You don't smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too. You set me free. I owe you one.
Dr. Edgar.
We should not linger, Edyar. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
You actually did it. You freed my pack. Now it's my turn. If Exarch Singalis took Fëanorian, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find them both in the ruined Dwarven Tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way. Like I said, Singalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. I slipped away, crawled along some pipes, and fell into a chamber with one of those Dwarven lifts. There was also a door, the one behind me. It'll get you close. There's a big door that leads into Singalis' lair, but it's sealed. You need to figure out the Dwarven mechanism to open it. Then make your way to the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he's keeping Fëanorian.
Thank you.
Over here. Hurry, before they spot us.
Coffee.
Definitely Dwarven. Watch out for traps. That must be the door Edyar mentioned. So tight. No lock. Not even a handle. I don't suppose the werewolf told you how to open it, did he? The panels are all different. I wonder what they mean. The gears started moving. You must be doing something right.
need all of them to move. I don't get this. Oh.
That sounded promising. Let's try the door.
Okay.
This chamber's been used recently. Let's look around.
It's hard to resist the temptation of sneaking into Dusk Town for a quick bite.
Looks like Edyar was telling the truth. They were experimenting on the... Looks like Edyar was telling the truth. They were experimenting on the werewolves. That was Fen. We need to keep moving.
It fights against its nature, Rada al-Saran. A weaker breed.
Ooh, will I get to see Serana?
Smell. It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines. That's poison. Why are they spraying it on those plants?
Do not adjust the netherroot growth spray calibrations without proper authorization. Okay, we should be back now, guys. Okay. Neither of the distillates can fall below 2 units or exceed 4 units. The valves will stop if you try to set them outside these parameters. Attempting to push past these parameters will reset the calibration. Well, it only gives me 4 options. How the hell am I supposed to do this then? I hate when they do puzzles like this. Yeah, I'm on the right track because there's only 4 levers.
You did it! Now we can cross the chamber. Sure as bones, that stone husk is moving.
That wasn't too bad. They took out the Centurion. I hope there's no more puzzles.
A shame he could not be recruited to our noble cause.
The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord.
Finish your work here, Singalis, then join me in the kingdom. You must bear witness when we make our move.
Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm. New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about spent. You will do well in my machine. There's an art to pacifying uncooperative specimens. I cannot wait to cut open your skull. It's time for me.
Fence Delirious. See if you can free him.
Go on, solitude. You should have left me. Go on, solitude. Aksak Singalis and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They planned some sort of assault on solitude. A massive Harrow Storm. I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one
13 hours!
leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map. Plan. But I couldn't make out the rest. Yes. Yes. Once I take a long drink from my flask, I'll join you.
Well, how the hell do I get out of here? Oh, right there. And I looked right at it, too. Okay, we should
Set
be
out to
back
find
up
Fen and bring
and
him back to Solitude.
online.
Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy.
There we
Killed
go.
one of their leaders and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book. Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fen makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique. Come on, Fen. Princess Svanna herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fen. We'll help you through this.
So, you have killed. You have killed my right-hand man. What say you? The Shade Mother's Haven. Skeletal bear, skeletal wolf. What else is new? Just throwing that out there.
Says it's the only road he ever gets.
Frost cursed creatures. Oh, I didn't mean to jump. Dang it. Couldn't open up that chest for a minute there. Yeah, why not? Know what I mean? What the hell ever? Yeah, it's not gonna go out there. Return to the Blue Palace. What in the name of Talos is going on here? By the Divines.
Look sharp, young blood. The holds are in peril. Dark clouds are got. What the swords are so.
The coterie of organ. We need some. If you haven't already seen.
What do you want?
It's Railgun Colts.
Greetings.
It's Railgun Colt. Ooh, that felt good. That felt very good.
The Bard's College had a sign telling its students not to drum outside unless given permission. Emphasis on pad. It's in my collection now.
What is with you and signs? Thank you.
By sure, have I got a story?
Ooh. I am getting tired. Maybe I may not be able to make this a 24-hour stream, especially if I only have one view or one viewer, which is myself. Only. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
The Reach attacked more.
Just a small
The
donation.
Jarl's soldiers put a stop to it, as I understand it.
You're scared. Talk to Svanna. Svanna, we have a problem.
You are welcome here, Fenorian of House Ravenwatch.
I don't know what to say.
You're back. Lyris was just making introductions and was about to give her report. Why don't you tell me what... By all the Mead and Sovngarde, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Lyris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain?
We also recovered a map and
And I
documents.
can't wait.
Solitude Silver Wolf!
What you found and try to devise a plan. Lyris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can spare.
Oh my gosh.
From Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
Yay!
The Grey Host. Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege. That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Harrow storm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests. Talk to Fen. If he has any bright ideas...
We are going to have a wolf. Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to help. I know what you need to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Singalis' laboratory? These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Harrowstorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms. I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated. It's certainly what Singalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, the plan is I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined Netherroot brew. We need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience.
I want to show you something. See those marks? Grey host sites that correspond to the communique we found.
Okay, what does that mean for me?
I know Commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go. That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Icereach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Harrow storms. More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there. Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn. We don't have a lot of solid details, just what we've pieced together from the Grey. The Grey Host isn't just hiding in Blackreach now. They're mounting an invasion, and this appears to be their primary staging ground. I expect they're stockpiling witch pikes, grey reliquaries, and other supplies here, including the refined brew. From what I can tell, the camp on the northwest coast is where the Coven first made landfall from Icereach. It's as close to a home base as they've got. They've established themselves there, so I'd expect it to be well defended, if not fortified. The communique mentioned orders to produce more of those medallions, probably to keep pace with the increase in Harrow storms. I can't guarantee this is the coastal camp where the orders were sent, but it's the only one on the map.
I want to know more about this
That's
camp.
what we know the least about, but it's where a lot of the Grey Host's warlords are gathering, at least according to the communique. It's the best place I can think of where we can get a look at those orders the Ashen Lord mentioned.
Alright, Laris. Thank you.
What?
A little bit, Lexi. Look! I got a wolf! And it was free! That's the Midland camp. That's the coastal camp. That's the Black Reach camp. It is! It's so cute! The Way Shrine. Yes, the Dark Moon Grotto. We're going to the Dark Moon Grotto, everyone. Ooh, unlocking the Psijic Order skill line. Available in the Somerset chapter allows you to see Psijic portals all throughout Tamriel. Ooh. Oh, more than likely. I can almost guarantee that he is. I don't think he thought I was serious when I was like, yeah, I'm down for a 24-hour stream. Oh yeah, I need soul gems. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so they're still good on enchantments. Good, 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 good. Ah, Svanna.
God damn it, run!
I
came here to learn what the Grey Host has planned, and what did I find? Good citizens of the Holds, afflicted by the Harrow storms and kept prisoner for some ungodly purpose. No matter how many I set free, the Herald will not leave this place. That's all I've been doing, and trying to get these afflicted people to leave this place. The Herald, the storm robs them of their will, their minds. I wasn't able to slip deeper into the camp, though.
No? Why not? Why didn't you go deeper into the camp?
There appear to be a number of Grey Host warlords in the camp, so discovering their plans should be possible. We need to be careful, though. I don't want us to wind up like the Herald, serving as food for these bastards. Messages have been coming and going since I arrived. I've heard the name Rada al-Saran, the Ashen Lord, spoken in hushed and revered tones. His name was on the communique you found, remember? We need to get down there and see what else we can learn. Hiding, building their fort. The only thing I'm... Look, on the scaffold. Let's eavesdrop on those werewolves.
I left the orders in my tent, but the Ashen Lord was clear. We need more Netherroot. See to the Undergrove immediately.
As you command, Pintok.
The Undergrove? That sounds important. There, on the left. Let's listen to them.
Exarch Zingalis has fallen. I have never seen Rada el-Saran, our Ashen Lord, so filled with sorrow, or such rage.
Does the loss of the Exarch alter our plan?
No.
Not in the least. The strike on Solitude will occur as planned after Exarch Ulfra tests the improved ritual in the Undergrove.
Ah.
Attack on Solitude? We need to move quickly. The Grey Host definitely has something big planned. Let's search the
So that's
for a copy of
Svanna.
those orders.
Solitude Wastrel. Solitude Wastrel.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over there. Orders from Rada al-Saran. His words sent a chill down my spine. Their plan for Solitude? It might even be more dreadful than an all-out attack. We need to get back and determine the exact location of this Undergrove place. You saw what happened at Kilcreath and Carthwatch. Whatever they have planned for Solitude, it sounds a whole lot worse. I wish we knew more about this Rada al-Saran and what drives him. A family of monsters? Who could imagine vampires and werewolves working together? Let alone talking about one another like brothers and sisters. It's not natural. Fenorian has the right idea. Come up with a defense against the Harrow storms. After that, we can take the fight directly to the Grey Host. Thanks for assisting me. I'll see you back in Solitude. We came down here to find out what the Grey Host has planned. But Fen still needs information about how the medallions are created, and a sample of the refined Netherroot brew. Help Fen and Lyris at the other camps. Then meet me in Solitude.
Okay. Yes. For 86 bucks, or for 86 gold, yeah. I'm doing it. The Midland. This is fun.
Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied.
Oh, I was about to say.
A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up. It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined Netherroot brew. Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two.
Let's do it.
I'll take that one.
But the Grey Holes will make us look like sucking pups.
No jars in this cart. Let's try another one.
Okay, we should be back up and live again. Ooh! Sky Shard. Hell yeah.
Time to dismember the monsters.
It's taking everything to grab one of those reach shit into pieces.
Ah, there's the other cart.
The Grey Host does with spies. We eat them.
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here. Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the Netherroot brew. After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined Netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right.
Well, Svanna's already there.
Especially after Princess...
Yeah. You accidentally sell something to a merchant, you can buy it back from the buyback tab of their store. Unless you're at the fence and then you accidentally launder it or you accidentally sell it instead, like I did, like an idiot. So yeah. Svetlana. Svetlana.
You, down here. I have need of your assistance. You there. Don't run off screaming. There is a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. It's rather humiliating, but my soul is trapped inside this ludicrous child's toy. I need someone with a corporeal form to help return me to my body. These damnable cultists bested me. The witless fools believe they can summon a dragon and return the dragon cult to prominence. Ha! One of their mages bound my soul to this door and left me to spend eternity as this repulsively adorable plaything. But of course, they stripped me of my belongings before turning me into this. If 3 of my things are placed upon a summoning altar, the spell will break. I need someone to take me to their hideout, a place called Dragonholm, and do this for me. The Dragon Colt's lair... The Dragon Colt's lair, Dragonholm, is further... Ugh! Haven't you learned in... Stuff! I don't think... Fine.
So, what am I do? What am I do? Yum. Okay.
Ah, good. Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need to get closer, though. There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp. It's a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is. Determining how they create... In the first era...
Spriggan.
Medallions! More of them!
Corpses? What do they have to do with the medallions? Let's examine the nearby graveyard.
The time draws near.
Where am I supposed to go?
I feel the ritual's power deep within me each time.
Examine the headstones. Let's determine what's so special about the exhumed bodies.
Beneath the stone lies Harlock the bastard, attired on this frozen blizzard.
There must be something that connects these graves to the medallions.
I don't know what it is.
Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted. Of course, compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Anything strike you about the departed? They did. Tell me more.
They're all buried in this graveyard.
Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life.
The natural decay.
Romantic theory. The older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration. I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace and start putting an elixir together. To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrowstorms, I still require a sample of refined Netherroot brew. You have been busy, my friend, and there's nothing left for us to do out here.
We grow ever closer to our goal.
Goodbye, Fen. I'll see you there. The medallions. And I didn't have to fight anybody here either.
Well,
Hello, Wild Guardian.
So, do we have a way to defend against the Harrowstorms or what?
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I made any miscalculations.
Yolen, don't be so negative. The elixir will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. Mjolin and I have been discussing the various ways to turn what we've got into a protective elixir. I'm hesitant to get too excited, but I think we've figured out how to defend against the Harrowstorms.
Tell me what you're thinking.
The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrowstorms. An arcane ritual and the Netherroot brew focus the power of each Harrowstorm through the prepared witch pikes. Ingenious, but fully exploitable. We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Now that we understand how the Harrowstorms are created, we can use those same components to replicate the medallion's protective properties. We just need to gather the necessary components. Svanna's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need, but there's one final ingredient required. For various reasons, I can't simply walk into the Hall of the Dead and claim it myself. I need you to acquire Arkay's sacred oil. A holy ointment associated with a god that became popular due to imperial influence. It's used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide protection against necromancy and the undead. We need that oil to create our elixir.
Okay. Done and
need my help.
done.
I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead. Mog, put away the tankard and get the supplies Fen requires.
Yes, royal lady.
Done and done.
What is it?
The Hall of the Dead. Well, the Hall of the Dead.
Gods, more refugees arrive by the hour. Why does Fargrim hesitate?
The High King issues orders, but all they do is lock away the afflicted. When will we strike back?
Princess Fargrim, what can I do for you, Your Highness?
Listen to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
Hello, Ingot.
I'm surprised to see the princess here. As you can see, the influx of refugees has made this place much more hectic than usual. Is there something I can do for Princess Svanna? Sacred oil? Strange. That's the second time today someone has come seeking Arke's anointing balm. Sword Thane Athlet arrived with an edict from the king. Demanded our entire supply. How we're to consecrate the dead without it, I have no idea. The Sword Thane wouldn't say. He just mentioned that the High King needed it to defend Solitude. I'm sorry I can't comply with the princess's request. Things are hard enough that these refugees must take shelter here among the dead. The Sword Thane took the oil to Castle Dower. That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife. I pray that High King Svargrim receives the patience and wisdom required to see us through this crisis. Solitude's foundation began with the construction of Castle Dower. It's the oldest structure in the city, and the most defensible. I tried to move the refugees there for safekeeping, but my request was denied. The High King has other plans, I suppose.
Thank you.
Hold! Castle Dower is... Princess Svanna.
Sword Thane, our business is urgent. My friend will explain.
I don't have time for the princess's proclivities right now. The High King... We barely keep up with the multitude of tasks, so speak quickly and let me get back to it. My orders from the High King were clear. Stockpile the entire supply of sacred oil in the Temple of the Divines here within the confines of Castle Dower. What in Shore's name does the princess need with holy oil anyway? Protection? Truly? The Herald already outnumber my soldiers, and more arrive every day. Still, giving you the oil would violate the High King's edict. I suppose if I happened to look the other way for a moment, I wouldn't notice if a flask disappears.
A single flask? Then we'll have to make do. Let's get it back to...
Sword Thane! Vi has work! I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Sword Thane?
We came to offer our assistance, Father. Sword Thane, how can we help?
Athlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts. Go! The Sword Thane doesn't need my daughter or her wastrel underfoot.
There's a part of me that I kind of hope he dies in this thing, because I don't like him.
My father's never been what I'd call a warm and caring parent, but this crisis has made him even more distant. Let's get this sacred oil to Fen. My father will certainly change his attitude once we present the protective elixir to him. He's trying to protect me. It's what he does. And leave me out. Though I suppose that's mostly my own fault. I know Mother's death weighs on him, as does this entire crisis. That's why we have to help. This elixir is going to work. It has to. It's not that unusual. Castle Dower is the most defensible part of the city. In the past, we'd gather the people inside the walls. Now my father is using the fortress to house the Herald. They need to go somewhere, right? Come on.
Okay, we should be up and live again at the Sacred Oil.
Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk. With the addition of the Sacred Oil, the elixir is complete. Before we produce enough to distribute to the people of Western Skyrim, we need to test it. I'm confident of my work, but we're dealing with powerful forces here. We can't wait for the next Harrowstorm to strike. But what you and Svanna learned in Blackreach might help. You heard that Exarch Ulfra was testing Harrowstorm rituals in a place called the Undergrove. We'll go there and let Lyris drink the elixir. During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site, a place called the Midnight Barrow. This Undergrove must be inside those ruins. Once there, you and Svanna keep watch from a safe distance, while Lyris steps into the storm. From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. Somewhere in its chambers, we'll find the Undergrove. The ruined barrow is in the Lightless Hollow, in the northwest portion of the cavern. We'll meet you there. We're going to find an active Very.
Blackreach again, and a flask of foul-smelling elixir waiting to be guzzled down. Oh, joy.
Yes. Herzog. The Durzog name reminds me of, it's a game called Trapped. It's a Japanese story-based game. But you have to, you of course go through the story, but there is, part of the story you have to, set off traps. Follow me. To the kind stranger. I'm not gonna be able to get to the Lightless Hollow. Oh, it's just right there. Yeah, let's get that way shrine real quick. Yeah. You there.
I did what she hired me to do. No sense in feeling guilty for not doing more.
That's nice. I don't care what you did. I will be back down here and we will finish off all the quests for Blackreach. Crimson Nanroot. Oh, come on.
Oh, thank God you're not one of these tomb robbers. Or another ghost. I've had my fill of ghosts. Mainly what to put my damned ancestors.
Okay. Enter Midnight Barrow.
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the Undergrove.
Fine. Just don't take I saw my ancestors' remains in my dreams. But I only know roughly where they are.
Look lively and let's get on with it.
I hate Draugr.
Draugr-kin. Ah, Fighters Guild increased to 4. Hagrid's helmet.
Don't you love me, Hagrid? Do you want to see me grow old, wither, and die? There's a small
Sacrifice? Just what was that woman asking for?
Level 19! Woo! Okay, we're gonna get our stamina up. Weapons, no. Guild, Fighters Guild. Soul magic. Armor, heavy armor.
Draugr King, they'd sooner make a corpse of you than talk.
That's the wrong way. If you have something else more important to do, fine. I'll just wait here.
I just need to get the shield. Lyris.
For your treason against your hold and your people,
We cast you from the halls of your ancestors. May they never know your name.
I did not betray my hold. She's the one who should face your judgment.
Seal him in.
Oh, gods! I can feel his terror! It's suffocating!
Jarl Hagridon has a matter of urgency for you to attend to.
What does he know to send us this far into the Reach?
You have your orders, Thane. Trust you know enough to carry them out.
Who was she to be bossing a Thane around?
That's the wrong way. If you have something else more important to do, fine. I'll just wait here.
Thought no one would find out? That none of us would survive? One is enough to expose your treason.
I gave no such order.
I have it. Penned in your hand and stained in our blood.
This must be the place. I'll go back and get...
No need. We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed at a safe distance and only advanced after you cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together. And that's an order.
Yes. What she said. Now, let's enter the Undergrove.
Let's do this.
We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay quiet and listen.
This Harrow Storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Certainly not. The Holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
The murderers who killed our beloved Singalis.
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal! You will pay for your crime. Now for the rest of these curs.
My king, allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sweet sister. Let me agree more tasks.
Let this harrow storm lay the flesh from your bones!
We need to leave. Svanna, no!
See to Lyris, then. And pray your elixir works.
Protect. She needs time for the elixir to do its job. Fan out!
Killed my brother. For that, you die!
It worked! I think it worked. I stood in a harrow storm and nothing happened. Fenn's elixir is a success. And we took out another one of the Grey Host leaders. We've done good, my friend. Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada al-Saran's massive harrow storm hits. I also want to find out who in the city is helping him. Let's meet back at the Blue Palace. Once my father understands that we have a way to protect against the harrow storms, he'll have to take us seriously. Let's get back to the city as I know, right? It happened so quickly. When we confronted Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra, the Vampire Lord blasted Lyris with his magic. When I saw her fall, I knew I had to act. It certainly gave us a fighting chance. When she called forth the harrow storm, I grabbed the elixir from Lyris and barely thought about what I was doing. I just drank it down and walked into the storm. I don't disagree, but somebody had to do it. There wasn't any other option. And I'd do it again. My people are counting on me.
I wonder if it's her father. No. Yes, the Solitude Way Shrine. Go to the Blue Palace. The town guard know what they have to do. Well, what are you doing here? The Blue Palace. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my last half hour. I'm just saying.
Listen to your daughter, Svargrim. We need to do something. Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved wife return to accuse me of some heinous crime? Well, get to it. Tell me about Svana's miraculous elixir before I have the lot of you tossed out. You represent my most hated enemy and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall. Trust Svana. Perhaps. No! Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate foes. You offer a miracle with one hand, while holding a poison dagger in the other. Help! I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, Father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir. The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrow Storm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Svana.
Not now, dearest. I need to think about this.
Dang! Plot twist.
Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. And with Solitude targeted for a massive Harrow Storm, things have gotten more complicated. Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the Harrow Storm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime, take this. It may not seem like much,
but you've earned it.
Father, how could you? My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And what has he told them? It's almost too much to bear. And then there's the Harrow Storm. My friend, I don't know what to do. You're right. I know you're right. It's just... he's my father. No. I have to focus. There's a Harrow Storm coming. We have to save the city. That's what's important right now. I'm not sure we can. But we can make more of Fenn's elixir. Get it into the hands of the people. We need more of Arkay's sacred oil, though. We'll have to take it from the supply stockpiled at the Temple of the Divines.
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out.
In the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
I love Husky Puppy. That was so cute.
He's trying to skeeve out of the deal.
Go to the Temple of Divines.
We're done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Not yet, it isn't. On your feet, Sword Thane. We have work to do.
Remember their name.
Yes, Princess Svanna. I apologize for that display. Tell the princess... Tell her it won't happen again. You need to understand. I pledged my sword and my soul to the High King. We all did. And he betrayed us. Nothing good, I'm sure. The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere and cut down my soldiers. Only a handful were able to escape before they sealed the gates. Svargrim made us fortify the entryways. The bastard knew he'd lock us out. Not that I can think of. What does it matter? Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's bringing a Harrow Storm. We need to evacuate the city while there's still time.
That's unacceptable, Sword Thane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the Harrow Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other Harrow Storm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them.
Yoren sent me with a warning for Solitude. Now I'm about to march into the starless depths of Blackreach to try to avert a massacre. How do I keep getting myself into these kinds of situations? I thought you knew me better than that. Taking on the impossible challenge, beating the unbeatable foe. This is what I'm good at. So yes, Svargrim, one step at a time.
My father, a vampire. He sat on his throne, pretended to mourn for my mother, and said he had a plan. But all the while he was preparing the city for the Grey Host. He's worse than a monster. He's a trick. I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you confront and maybe even kill one of your parents? Such confidence. As sharp and as cold as my dagger's blade. Lives hang in the balance. But I'm conflicted about committing patricide. I'm going to do whatever I...
As a junior member of House Ravenwatch, I never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, it's a tad overwhelming. Am I looking forward to the Grey Host? You're absolutely...
Let's do this. Ooh, we're going to Greymoor Keep. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm feeling very excited. Find the ritual site.
Yes. And, unless I miss my guess, it's directly under Solitude. That's our target. The ritual site must be somewhere inside that horrid structure. I scouted the area before you arrived. It's full of Grey Host forces. And from what I could tell, Svagrim and Rada al-Saran are both inside. Not so fast. If we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a horker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. Or you could try the alternative.
What's the alternative?
The outer courtyard, tucked away against the keep's eastern wall. The few patrols in that area can be avoided if you're stealthy. Opening the gate requires a key, but that should be simple enough to find. You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Cross the bridge, or use the sluice gate to get into... That's a good...
That looks like candy corn. I hope these guys don't mind me tagging along.
Nice of you to join us.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
You run into trouble? Throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
Let's go.
Split up and find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
Split up? I suppose that makes sense. I'll go with our friend here.
Oops. No, 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 no. Jeez.
Hello. This looks important. This book? I recognize the handwriting. It's, the magic. The Harrow Storms. Almost.
Greymore Keep Rotunda.
Lyris, Svanna. I think this entire tower functions as a witch-pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
That's my father. This way.
Ooh, primal style! Oh!
Pain is part of the process, Svargrim.
It's exquisite. My master.
Once you are attuned to great...
Oh my gosh, the primal style.
Rise, Svargrim, and unleash the storm upon solitude. Then the last of the Grey Host shall be reborn.
Ashen Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of this Harrow Storm.
They're moving higher up the tower. We need to follow them.
Yes.
Take these stairs. Svanna and I will go this way.
Look, a grey reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city. These corridors lead up. They should take us to Svargrim and Rada al-Saran. These corridors. They should take us to Svargrim and Rada al-Saran.
This whole place, the Grey Host is preparing to go to war.
This is why you go through every single...
And so the thorns arrive once more to prick my thumbs.
A barrier.
And Rada al-Saran?
Your persistence begins to annoy me, mortal. You killed my beloved brother and sister, Singalis and Ulfra. I freed them, and you sent them back. Back to the hated Moloch Ball. I will see you suffer for the transgression.
Then drop the barrier and let's finish this.
As much as it would please me to flay the flesh from your bones, I have more pressing matters to attend to. But know this, as I felt each death, you shall feel it when the Herald Storm takes every life in Solitude. You shall feel it when you fail. Bold words, but futile. Svargrim rises and the Herald Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
What happened? What did that damn vampire do?
He's merging the power flowing through the keep with Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrowstorm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay and help. Lyris, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
Yeah, that's why you go through everything, because if you look at it, so Crown Store, Style Parlor, right? Skins, no. Ooh, Dragonhold, that's cool. Crafting, outfit styles. Okay. Oh, that's cool. But for me to find that book is fantastic. The primal style. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
That energy. They're waking up. Get ready to fight. Keep moving. Don't let them surround us.
As they already are, Lyris. Ooh, stony silver?
Come on, we're nearly through. Dead end?
We weren't able to stop the attunement spell. It's just getting stronger.
A tower. It must lead to the upper levels. I need time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Fen! Good job. Through the door into the upper levels now. Hurry!
Primal style.
Just... No! The shaking is getting worse.
Damn magic! Give me something to hit!
The magic. It's Alceron. The attunement is almost complete.
The attunement is complete, Sparkling. You and Greymore Keep are one.
We need to hurry.
The harrowing of solitude Remember your oath to me.
Rada al-Saran is leaving. Why?
Okay.
So high up, but still far beneath the ground.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
You abandoned me in our moment of triumph? What game do you play, Rada al-Saran?
Game? I gave you power. If you can't conquer Skyrim, the fault is your own. Now ascend to your Tower of the Wolf and unleash my most potent herald. The Grey Host is counting
My
on
father's
you.
ascended into solitude. But Rada al-Saran, I think he's leaving.
Interesting. Lyris assumed the Grey Host was preparing to attack, but it's just as possible they're relocating their forces.
We'll figure that out later, after we stop my father.
Fair enough. Friend, lead the way.
Let's go.
Oh my.
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just don't look down.
Ooh. That's kind of... That's a little high up. Not gonna lie. A little bit high up. Oh, I was about to say, don't freeze up on me, game.
These tunnels look freshly dug. Harrow fiends. What became of the herald Svargrim brought to Castle Dower?
We will fight. This scum will not last in my realm.
Up ahead. That's the temple's undercroft. What did they do to this place?
It is a shrine to Molag Bal.
Is that Princess Anna?
Harrowstorm. It's begun.
Look, above the Tower of the Wolf. The storm's only partially formed.
My father's up there. Open the gates and let's go.
The Harrow feeds below the temple. If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner.
Yes. It's the only option. Let's go. I'm with you, my friend.
The Harrow feeds.
Up the stairs.
Get to the tower and stop Svargrim. We'll hold the gate.
The Tower of the Wolf.
Come to bear witness to my ascension. Rada al-Salam has given me power beyond anything you can imagine. Behold!
Oh no 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 no! We're gonna keep it just like this. Oh, no, 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 no. Son of a... Don't tell me it... Okay. Are you serious? I have to do it all over again? No way in hell. That is... Come on. You know what, this would have been a great battle to have Lyris and Fen here. I better be getting something good if I did that twice. Twice, 2 times. Oh, man.
My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved. It's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm. The city still stands. Skyrim still stands. Although the Tower of the Wolf may have been damaged beyond repair. No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart.
Nope.
But there was a darkness there. Jealousy, bitterness. He wanted to control all of Skyrim. For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. I need to get to work. With my father gone, someone has to pick up the pieces and restore the holds. First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then, rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to.
Wolf of Solitude.
Will take longer. We'll have more to do soon enough. Whatever Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were planning,
Level 20! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
My father, with Svargrim dead, their grip on the holds comes to an end. Not officially. At least I don't think so. I feel like the whole world's crumbling around me. But the city's still standing, so that's something. I'm more worried about our
Level
friends.
20.
Bears and fend the hold of a horde of hero fiends.
I almost forgot about that.
Hold the courtyard and keep those monsters out of the city. You go on ahead and check on them. I need to collect myself. Someone needs Princess Bona now. And I'm not quite ready to heal her. Thank you. Help them and anyone else as best you can. I'll do the same. Once you're done with them, I'll find you and we can figure out what to do next. Gods, I hope so. Haven't we dealt with enough already? I need to see what happened firsthand. All the suffering and pain my father caused. I can't undo it, but I can make amends. Or at least try to.
Level 20. Ba 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 ba. Level 20. Do 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 do. Three? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like pure insanity. Yes. Dual wield. Yeah. Yeah. Dual wield expert.
What do you want? around.
I just saved the city. The question is, what are you going to do for me?
If you don't see me here selling my guild's goods, I'm usually up.
I'm carving a mammoth to send home.
Is there like nothing?
While you're browsing my...
Ready to buy?
Oh my gosh, is that just like, is that just broken or something? Or are there no guild stores anymore?
Tell me truthfully, Lyris. How much of this blood is mine?
Not enough to be worried about.
You did it. I shouldn't be surprised. But things were looking rather bleak before the clouds parted. We held the gate as long as we could, but the Harrow Fiends were a flood of claws and teeth. Once they burst through, Lyris cleaved through them like a scythe through wheat. But even she couldn't stem the tide. I'm not really sure. It kind of went wild. Let out my inner beast, as it were. I was rending and slashing. Then Lyris whacked me with the flat of her blade. At least that's the last thing I remember. Not my finest hour, but we survived. The elixir is my next priority, of course. As long as the Harrow Storms are still a threat, we need a defense against them. After that, I want to examine the records we took from Greymoor Keep. I still think there's a cure for the Harrowed in there. Sadly, I don't think there's any hope for them. Their life energy was sucked dry, turning them into feral beasts. Restoring them is beyond my capabilities, I'm afraid. At least with the Harrowed, they're not so far gone as to be a lost cause. As soon as we produce enough of it, yes. We saw how it protected Svanna. Now, where did I put my...
So, is it over? What happened to Svargrim? And where's Svanna? A parent's betrayal cuts deeper than a sword. But Svanna's strong. Stronger than she's been given credit for. And Solitude's going to need that strength in the coming days. If you told me the tavern rat we met at the Lonely Troll would become my choice to lead this land, I'd have called you mad. Then again, my king's a skald, so what do I know? Come on, there's probably something productive we should be doing. Find out if everyone in the Hall of the Dead is all right. I'll make sure Castle Dour is secured. We did our best to hold the Harrow Fiends inside Castle Dour, but nothing short of stone walls were going to keep those monsters from pushing through. Seemed like everyone I killed was replaced by 2 more. Almost didn't. We were nearly overrun before Fen went wild. I've never seen him like that, snarling and showing what a true vampire can do. Took the Harrow Fiends by surprise, and we routed them. I did have to thwack him to clear his head, though.
I love it. Oh, so that's where I stood. Right there. And then this is where I shot an arrow at the bride-to-be in Skyrim. If you haven't played Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and you haven't done the Brotherhood Assassin questline.
I see you aren't raising bugs with Ismir just yet. We saw the storm break, but we heard nothing since you departed from Blackreach.
I regret we didn't throw a beret to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King to the sword. But what of Svanna? Is she? That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Svanna has my support, for whatever that's worth. She's going to need all the help she can get in the days to come. Not until we hold a moot to support her claim, and we need more than a single Jarl for that to occur. If Svanna proves herself as the acting Jarl, they might look past her father's failings and make her the queen, eventually. We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. The remains of the Host are still ravaged by the Harrow storms, and I doubt we've seen the last of the Grey Host, for that matter. None good, but none bad either. My wife knows better than anyone how to care for our people. I trust she and my Thane to protect and care for Morthal in my absence.
Good.
We seem to have survived, thank the gods. I thought for certain we were all about to witness the end of the world. No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. After you and the princess went off to Blackreach, I gathered whoever we could and made our stand here in the Hall of the Dead. I'm just glad we don't have to be permanent residents. Far fewer than I feared when the storm began. Thanks to you and the princess, with the storm over and the Grey Host driven from Castle Dour, my soldiers will get the city back into shape. As long as no one else attacks us in the meantime.
They're here! They're at the gates!
The Grey Host? I thought we were done with them for now.
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King with an army from the east!
What treachery is this?
To the gates. We'll give the Skald...
This is unbearable.
Oh my gosh, now we have another war? Might as well do it. It'll get me closer to that 24-hour mark.
Stand down, you idiots! We come in peace.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skald King before we start a war.
Sure, save me from fools and prophets. Will no one properly greet a weary traveler? You don't look like one of these Western milk drinkers. Tell them we're not a damn invasion, we're here to help. Maybe you can tell me what's going on. So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host? I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like that, it's inconceivable. Svargrim once told me that he would die before welcoming me to Solitude.
Why is the door freaking out? Did you see that?
That's why I sent Lyris here in the first place. I'm not the king of these holds, though. I can't do anything if they refuse my help. Svargrim despised me. He would never accept my aid. But Svanna... here she comes now. Let's see what she has to say.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside a helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your envoy, Skald King. Thank you for holding the line, I mean. I'm ready to do what I should have done a long time ago. To do what my father never could. I'll speak with the Skald King. There's one more thing I'd like you to do while I entertain our guests. We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. We need Fenn's elixir more than ever. With that, and King Yoren's help, we might just push these monsters back into their grave for good. Check on Fenn's progress, please. That depends on Fenn. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs. Fenn is with old... I'm going to...
I'm so short. Look at how short I am compared to these two. I'm looking up at them. Okay, so...
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
I know I said I was going to try for a 24-hour stream. And we made it for a 15-hour and 3/4 stream. So I'm not upset with that at all. And one of the other major reasons why I think I'm going to cut it here is just due to the fact that, oh, I went the wrong way. Just due to the fact that I don't want to burn myself out of the game like I've done for so many other games the last few years. So yeah.
Ingenious. A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. We've made a breakthrough. I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative.
Meaning?
A cure. Singolis's research on the Netherroot showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Thus far, I've been able to inure a person to the root, but now I'm certain I can use that knowledge to heal those weakened bonds. Well, it is just a theory at this point. There's a lot more testing and experimentation to be done before we can produce a viable antidote. Weeks, optimistically? I know. We can't simply put things on hold. Mjolnir and I have a batch brewing right now, and materials to keep producing for another day. Ingert's promised us a steady supply of Arcase oil, but that's not our limiting factor. We know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of Netherroot to do so. Tell Svanna that if she can keep us supplied, we can produce enough elixir for all the holds in a matter of weeks. We can ransack Greyhost stockpiles, or mount an
A
expedition
virus.
into Blackreach. Otherwise, it would take decades of work to produce a proper crop. After we get the elixir squared away, we'll turn our attention to curing the Herald.
And now they're trying to cure it in a matter of weeks?
Indeed. As I surmised, the Grey Reliquaries contained the remains of ancient Greyhost warriors. They served as a connection to the souls trapped in Cold Harbor. Using the energy from the Harrowstorms, the souls were pulled into the stone husks. I believe the stone husks are incubators of a sort. The physical forms of the Greyhost are reincorporated within the stone vessels through a mix of Singolis's alchemy and sorcery and the magic of the Ice Reach witches. When whole, they burst free.
Okay. Who are all these people? Oh, there she is.
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road to recovery. What did Fen have to say about the elixir? Not the best news, but I'll take it. So long as we have enough to protect our soldiers, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. I'll go to the Undergrove myself, if that's what it takes. Now that would be cause for celebration. If he can really bring back even a fraction of those we lost to the Herald...
We will remain on. We children.
Okay, we should be back. That's it. Go to collection book.
I can't think of a more fitting send-off for my father than Norden both kingdoms mourning side by side. Skyrim may be divided, but at least our honored dead are united in Sovngarde. Yoren, Redharn, and I need to form a plan to distribute Fen's elixir and push back against the Grey Host. And acquire more Netherroot, it seems. There's a lot to be done, but I'm surrounded by good people. I trust we'll get through this together. I can't leave everything to you, you know. Well, I probably could. But even Isgramor took a rest now and again. Let us shoulder the burden for a while. I'm sure I'll need to call on you again soon enough. I don't know. It's not important, not right now. What matters is rallying the people against the enemy, our real enemy. If that means seeking the crown, then I'll do what needs to be done.
No.
Sovngarde is a place for the honored dead. Svargrim gave up his seat in the Hall of Valor when he made his pact with the Ashen Lord. Wherever he is, I hope he regrets how he got there.
I'm glad to be done with this. Diplomacy and investigation aren't my favorite pastimes. They seem to suit you, though. You stepped up to the task better than I could have hoped. I'll be staying so long as Yoren's here, or until I can persuade him to send me after Rada al-Saran. That leech owes a lot of blood to us, and I intend to squeeze it out of him.
Yeah.
Whatever his plans were after sacking Solitude, we haven't uncovered them. With any luck, the Skald King will send me on a raid of the Grey Host, and I can beat some answers out of a few of them.
Let me know if you do.
I hadn't had a moment to honor the fallen of Morthal since you came to my doorstep. Kind willing, they made their passage to Sovngarde. When things are settled here, Jarl March has weathered these storms better than Hafingar and Carthal. If we can keep the kingdom from complete collapse, it's worth a few weeks away from my home and hearth.
We made it through, if barely. When the clouds began to gather over Castle Dour, I feared I'd have to witness... Thank you for stopping it. I don't know that my heart could bear another Carthwatch. The rest of Carthold fared as poorly as its capital. The hold has been laid to waste, its people dead or scattered. With so few left to rebuild and resettle, I fear the Reachmen will come to claim it long before the Nords set roots there again. I have already pledged myself to Svanna. I will serve as her court mage. I hope to counsel her better than I did Jarl Olfwen. For now, I've used my status in the Mages Guild to solicit their aid in producing the Harrowstorm elixir.
Cool! That is awesome! That is so cool!
What do you want?
Okay guys, just like I was saying, I'm going to... Do I have any stolen stuff?
Streets of Solitude? What's our hold coming to?
Quiet you. Princess Svanna and her allies saved us all. And one of them was an Eastern half-giant.
Yeah, Tov.
So much has happened here, but Solitude still stands, and we have the princess to thank for that. And you. I heard the Skald King sent help too. I don't trust him, but I suppose we should be grateful.
Krieg.
Everything that's happened, I don't know. I can't trust the Easterners. But if Princess Svanna says they can help us, well, I know I can trust her.
Good. The Proud Spire preview. I wonder if it looks the same as it does in Elder Scrolls V. Doesn't have the basement like it did in... Oh, no, this is the basement. Yeah, that is the basement. Oh. Purchase options. Furnished. Furnished. 75,000 crowns. My goodness. It's nice. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I do hope you guys enjoyed the almost 16-hour stream that I did. But I think I'm probably gonna have to plan out a little more, if that makes sense, before I do a full-on 24-hour stream. Deposit weapons. Hmm. The Sword of Solitude. Oh, wait, did I write down boots? Yes, I did. Yeah. That is so awesome. Breton style, primal style. Goodness. That is just so awesome. That is just so awesome that I can... I just need a couple more pieces and I have a full set.
See you in solitude, stranger. Solitude can never be our home. Not like the frontiers of Carthold were. But it has strong walls, and we can bide our time here while we think of what comes next.
Good, Finn.
This place is different from Carthwatch. Busier, louder, but I am told it's safe. So at least there's that.
After we parted ways, we needed a safe haven. Solitude can give us that much at least. The stone walls and all the soldiers help us feel safe. No Reachman breaching this city.
This place stinks. I miss the fresh air from the mountains of Carthol. At least we're alive.
Yep. Okay. Gonna mark it down as a 16-hour stream. Oh. I'm gonna go get some sleep. $15. But yeah, so again, like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. It has been completely awesome having all you guys here and enduring all of the Twitch problems. I say that out loud. But I do hope to see you guys all in the next stream. I may decide to stream today. I may wait, well, Saturday, because, yeah, even though it is today, I may do another stream today. Later on, I may do a stream tomorrow on Sunday. I'll just have to see. But I will definitely let you guys know on either Discord or Twitter if I am going live. So again, I'll see you guys all later, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.